This is the news on top of the hour.
Live from our studio in Georgetown.
Kaieteur Radio, 99.1 FM.
Hello, welcome to your news at noon on Kaieteur Radio. Kevin Smith here. These are the top stories we're tracking. Is Exxon telling the truth about flaring offshore Guyana? Says it lowered production since last week Friday. Government says otherwise. Where is the voice of the regulator on ExxonMobil's flaring? Dr. Adams says no politician should be speaking for the EPA. Assets in Guyana and the U.S. basin are Exxon's most profitable businesses, and the report says Guyana's democracy score declines after harrowing elections saga. Male teacher being investigated for sexual grooming of student, and EU considers law to clamp down on corporate abuses around the world. Do stay tuned.
This morning, I woke up a millionaire. A digital millionaire. Money here, money there, money everywhere. I'm a digital millionaire. It's our 14th anniversary, and for the next 14 days, we're gonna make one lucky customer a digital millionaire every day. To enter the draw, just purchase any digital Prime bundle or top up with $1,400 or more for a chance to be a millionaire. Plus, every day, 100 lucky customers will receive $1,400 free credit. Buy a Prime bundle or top up now to enter. Digicel, better together.
And now for the news in detail. 1 week after it had increased flaring at the Eliza Destiny oil vessel, ExxonMobil yesterday finally shared details on the ship's effective gas compressor and production levels. President of ExxonMobil Guyana, Alistair Routledge, claimed that since the increased flaring began last week, the oil company had lowered production levels as a way of managing the toxic flaring. However, both Vice President Bharat Jagdeo and Minister of Natural Resources Vikram Bharat indicated that Exxon had been producing at peak and over 120,000 barrels of oil per day, as reported to the government by the oil company itself earlier this week. And moving on, the announcement made last week that ExxonMobil's subsidiary Esso would be flaring above pilot levels yet again at the Eliza Destiny oil vessel due to its faulty gas compressor system was one that should have emerged from Guyana's regulator, the EPA. Instead, the nation heard nothing from the agency. In light of this, the previous head of the EPA, Dr. Vincent Adams, said that Natural Resources Minister Vikram Bharat, or no politician for that matter, should be speaking on behalf of the agency. Dr. Adams pointed out that such a key regulator should have been more proactive in informing and updating Guyana on what issues were discovered aboard the Eliza Destiny oil vessel, along with ensuing solutions or sanctions. And now let's tell you, ExxonMobil has admitted that Guyana is one of its two most profitable business ventures. Its Secretary and Vice President of Investor Relations, Stephen Littleton, said that ExxonMobil's Guyana and Permian Basin assets represent the highest return investments. Though the company sustained a loss in 2020 due to the pandemic's impact, Littleton noted that increased liquids production in Guyana benefited its earnings, as well as some improvements in upstream natural gas and liquefied natural gas prices. In other news, following Guyana's distressing 5-month elections saga last year, Guyana fell back 4 places on the 2020 Democracy Index, which is prepared by the Economic Intelligence Unit. The index seeks to display the levels of democracy in 167 countries and assesses them by their electoral process and pluralism, the functioning of government, political participation, political culture, and civil liberties. Guyana ranked 75 on the index in 2020, moving down from the 71 ranking obtained in 2019. Guyana's overall score on the 2020 index is 6.1, resulting in the country being placed under the list of countries with quote-unquote flawed democracies. In other news, a male teacher attached to a private school in Georgetown has found himself in hot water after a student filed a complaint last Monday on social media that he is making sexual advances towards her. According to a conversation seen, the teacher asked the student to be his girlfriend. Sources at the Ministry of Education confirmed that a report was made that the matter is being investigated for the alleged sexual grooming of a child under the age of 16. Get the full details in today's Kaieteur News. And now let's tell you, internationally respected anti-corruption watchdog Global Witness is on a mission to ensure that European legislators pass a new law that would have sweeping implications for corporations and governments everywhere. If the group is successful, it would allow for victims and environmental and other forms of corporate abuse to seek justice in European countries. The EU said that the draft legislative initiative calls on the European Commission to urgently present a law to ensure companies are held accountable and liable when they harm or contribute to harming human rights, the environment, and good governance. The initiative also called for the proposed law to guarantee access to legal remedies for victims. And now let's tell you, Guyana may not have the capacity to host 3 major exams simultaneously and ensure high integrity in their condition. This is according to the Minister of Education, Priya Manik Chand. The examinations in question are CSEC, CAPE, and the National Grade 6 Assessment. Meanwhile, a police constable attached to the Tactical Service Unit was yesterday charged with causing death by dangerous driving when he appeared at the Providence Magistrates Court before Principal Magistrate Judy Latchman. The defendant, Stefan Ramsey, pleaded not guilty to the charge, which alleged that last January 5th, he drove a police minibus in a manner dangerous to the public, causing the death of 59-year-old Dolmiti Diochand of Golden Grove, East Bank, Demerara. Ramsey was granted bail to the tune of $600,000 and will make his next court appearance on February 19th. And now at this time, we'll bring you your COVID-19 update. According to Worldometer, the number of worldwide coronavirus cases has reached 105.9, with deaths, that should be 105.9 million, with deaths at 2.3 million and recovery cases at 77.5 million. The Ministry of Health yesterday revealed that an 86-year-old male from Region 4 has been recorded as Guyana's 180th COVID-19 fatality. Additionally, the ministry reported 107 new infections from the virus, which is among the highest numbers recorded in one day so far for 2021. The COVID-19 case toll increased to 7,887. And coming from CNN, a CDC ensemble forecast predicts there could be more than 530,000 U.S. COVID-19 deaths by February 27th, about 1 fatality for every minute of the pandemic. The CDC director said increasing data suggest the UK coronavirus variant may be deadlier than the original strand. And COVAX has announced its plan to distribute more than 330 million COVID-19 vaccine doses to developing nations in the first half of the year. UK scientists have launched the world's first study examining whether different coronavirus vaccines can safely be used for 2-dose regimens, an approach they say could give extra flexibility and even boost protection against COVID-19 if approved.
And that's the news of the moment. Remember to get the full details of these stories